we just watched Lance Stroll's car being unloaded back into the Aston Martin garage. I'm joined by Mike Krack. That's motor racing, isn't it? You're on the podium with one, and the other has his car brought back on a recovery truck.
Yeah, that is how it is in racing. Sometimes you are there with both cars. Sometimes you're there with none. Today we have mixed fortunes, and yeah, I'm sorry for Lance. He was trying to catch up. He drove in traffic the whole race. Then he had a little bit no traffic and pushed a bit too much. It was raining quite heavily in turn 6 where he was, so unfortunate, but these things can happen.
Absolutely. Now, I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but just talk us through the decision to put Fernando Alonso on to the mediums and not the inters. A number of drivers were on the inters, or indeed intending to get on them themselves.
Yeah, we thought it was only a short shower. Our radar was not very good because we did not expect any, actually. And then it came, and it came much more than we were anticipating. So we had to come in because the hard tires, they had already a lot of laps on them, and they were starting to cool down. And then you are really just sliding. So we knew we had to come in. At this point, you know, as I said, in here it was not raining yet, or very small drizzle, and we thought also with the high temperature, with the high ground temperature, that it would dry up quickly again. So we decided to fit the mediums. As soon as Fernando had left, it started to become really heavy here, and we had to come in, unfortunately. But it was not a gamble. It was just, you know, from the decision making, and it was not correct. But in hindsight, I think it would not have changed much, to be honest. Max was strong today.
I was going to ask that. Things can change in an instant, can't they, in motorsport? But could you have done anything differently to change the result today? You think perhaps not. Max was just that little bit too good. Yeah,
you have seen we started on a different tire to do something different, because we were quite sure that he was going to start on the mediums because of the starting performance. And then we said, okay, let's see how the race rattles out a little bit later, being on a different strategy. Because if we would have done the same, you know, we wanted to go for the win, yeah? So we wanted to do something different. And but we've seen then very quickly that Max, even with managing his mediums, which he did really well, I have to say. You know, we were also impressed how he managed that. And at one point you realize then, you know, the gap is becoming too big. But yeah, I mean, we should not be unhappy. We had our best result of the season with P2. Only a little bit missing. We have to work hard on our car, and then we'll try again in next week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's motorsport, eh? Thanks very much, Mike.
Thank you.
Congratulations.